So everyone, today we are going to, let's be quiet guys. We are going to see a tactic which comes up in games, but usually you don't see it. Usually in this position you play normal move and the game goes on. There is a winning move in this position. Let's wipe to play. No, please. First you need to calm down and sit down so that others can see. After 1 minute, I will ask you what move wins for white. So right now, yeah, please stay still, Shrenik. You need to let others think. You need to be quiet, not move around. Let's calmly look at the position and find a good move for white. Let's be quiet, Dhruti. 1 minute to think, then we will discuss. Okay, so let's see how many of you have decided. 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Okay, let's start with Shrenik. What's your plan
Sir,
here?
bishop to H7.
Okay, Dhriti, what will you play?
Bishop to C4.
Okay, let's ask Abhinav.
Bishop to H7.
Okay, Rayansh, you decided?
Bishop to C4.
Okay, Aradhya, knight to G5. Okay, and
Knight
Darsh.
G5.
Okay, please have a seat. Hari, you can sit on the mat. Why sit on the? That's a way, na? People need to come. Okay, so some of you found the best move in the position. So the idea, what does knight G5 do? Why is knight
After
G5
you
do?
do that, then you go with the bishop.
So then I'll take it free piece. So that's not the idea here. The idea here is there is a line here between your queen and their queen. And what is in between?
A bishop.
So you basically want the bishop to not be there. If the no, now is not the time to raise hands. Now is the time to listen properly. So now there is no need to raise hands. You have to be quiet. The time to decide was before. You can keep your water bottles there, guys, and please have a seat. Please sit properly, Abhinav. Make space. No, you can sit here. You can sit here. One of you can sit here. One of you can sit here. Yeah. Okay. So basically, the idea here is a discovered attack. We call it a discovered attack. There's a queen here, black queen is here, and our bishop is in the way. If this bishop is not there, what can white do? We can just take the queen. So you basically want the bishop to disappear. We want to make this bishop vanish. Now what does it need to raise hands? Now is the time you need to listen. I'm explaining the idea. The time to decide was before that you already did. You have to understand. I'm telling it again and again, second time. So there is no need to raise hands now. So now you all you do is understand what is being told. So if you want this bishop to get out of the way, if you simply move it, you are like telling your opponent, I am going to take your queen. What will they do? Avadika, where are you focusing? Avadika, yeah, of course, I am there. No, I am there telling about things there. Yeah. Okay. What will black do now? Yeah, black can take your queen or black can move. Black can play any move. Right? You won't get the queen now. So just moving the bishop is not enough. We have to move the bishop with a check. Again, you're raising hands.
That's what I said.
Yes,
That
yes.
is called a double check.
There's no double check. Double check is when you give check with two pieces. You're giving check with one piece. This is not a double check. This is called a discovered check.
Isn't double check basically checkmate?
No, double check is not checkmate. It can be checkmate. It mostly will be checkmate, but it doesn't have to be checkmate. It can be double check is just a check with two pieces. Rana, you can have a seat there. Be careful about weights, like, okay? No moving around. You can come this side way if you want. Over there, no? Okay. Alright. So basically, we want to make this bishop move with a check. So that means, let's ask Shanaya, where can this bishop move with a check, Shanaya? To which square? Alphabet and number.
H7.
Yeah, so we play bishop takes pawn. They will take our bishop, of course. They'll take with the king or with the knight. But then it's our turn and we take it.
Free.
So this is not completely free. You lost a bishop, but you got a queen. So this is an example of, one second. This is an example of a discovered attack. This is a very basic example. This is how discovered attacks happen all the time. But if you don't spot this discovered attack, you will not play bishop takes pawn. You will play some normal move like rook e1 or bishop c4. Game goes on. So you have to realize there is a discovered attack possible. You can discover an attack by moving the bishop out of the way. So only if you are aware of this pattern, you will be able to see it is possible. It will happen in games. It will happen in a lot of games. Yes. Now, what is it you have to say?
Sir, in
Darsh?
this there are 3 moves of a fork.
Which
Bishop
move?
h7.
Huh.
Then king takes.
Queen takes.
Queen takes. Then the opponent will play some normal move. Then we capture.
One second. The king takes. Queen takes.
Sir,
Then plays a normal move.
Sir,
Okay.
then the queen captures pawn c6. And
But
then
that's not a fork. Fork is when you make 2 threats. You're not attacking the rook. Rook is defending it. They're both defended. All 3 pieces are defended. So we won't get anything. You're attacking a pawn right now. So black will just defend it. So expect your opponent to play the best move, which is defending the pawn. So you still have to win this, right? You're up a queen, but they have a rook for your queen. So that's the difference. So it still takes some work to win this. You have to act. They also have a rook. It's a queen for a rook. The difference in material is queen for a rook. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they have rook, you have rook. I'm saying the difference in material is queen for a rook. That's the difference. So you're winning. But you have to play properly. Now, next step would be activating your rook. Rook d1 or rook e1. It's defended. It's fine. You can play h3 to make space for the king. That's very important. Otherwise, your king will. Yeah. So before you get the rook out, it's better to play h3 so that your king is safe. And then the game goes on and you're going to win. Now let me show you a more common discovered attack. Okay, just 1 second. This happens in the opening itself. Earlier, the class used to erupt in laughter when a piece falls down. Now only 2 people are laughing. I don't know who laughed. Dhriti and one more person laughed. You still find it funny when a piece falls down? Huh?
Yes, you want to no, sir, it's old. Such a heavy. But that's a good question. Do you want us to laugh?
Not at the piece falling down. There's nothing to laugh at the piece falling down.
If all pieces does the board fall down?
Yeah, if the board falls down, then by all means start laughing to no end. Okay. This is another example of a discovered attack. It is white to play. What move shall we play? You have 1 minute to think. No. I'm not going to ask Arya. Those who speak or raise hands will not get the chance. Right now is the time to decide. Let's look properly. Where you're focusing now? Let's look properly and find the winning. Just like the last question. Same pattern, but different position. So 1 minute to think and then we will discuss what to play.
So it's 5.
Huh?
It's 5-8.
5 minute?
No, it's 5-8.
5-8? Okay.
Just 8 minutes.
No, but you don't know the seconds, no? So don't worry about the time. This is the time to not talk. Let everybody think. Let's focus on the position.
Sir,
What happened?
how many moves does it
Just the next move. I just want the next move for white. The winning move. There is a winning move here for white. Winning move doesn't mean the move. Can you keep your hand down? There's people are thinking. Winning move doesn't mean the move that wins the game. Winning move means no. Winning move means you win something. You win. No, not just very good move. You win something. You win a piece, or you win a rook, or you give something and get something more. That's a winning move. So let's be quiet. I want everyone to look at the position and try to find out the best move for white.
Sir, what?
Water, yeah, please. You can go there. Christine and you, please. Christine?
6-9, but I'm thinking.
Who? Please be quiet. No need to do that. You can just not do anything and let others think. No talking. Look for a good move. Sanvi, you're thinking, na? Look for a good move for white. What move would be good for white? Advi, can you keep your hand down? Let everyone see. Avantika, still in another world. Yeah? Either this world or that world. Never
Sir,
here.
I'm in a world.
Yeah, you're always in the world.
So I know which world I'm in. I'm in a world. Sir, I'm in the chess.
Okay, got it. Let's be quiet now. Careful. Let's be quiet, guys. Okay, how many of you have decided? Everyone is okay, fine then. Okay, no, Arya, I'm not going to ask. Let me start with Diyan this time. What do you say? What will you play here, Diyan?
Knight
Huh.
70.
Knight to D7. Knight takes pawn. Let's ask Advik.
Sir, it's okay.
Please keep the hand down and let him see.
Just move the knight to
Huh.
F3.
Knight to okay F3. All right. Let's also ask our Dhridi.
Wait. Knight to F7.
Knight to F7. We have three different moves. Knight takes pawn here. Knight takes pawn here. Knight F3. Let's ask Dash.
Knight F7.
Knight F7. Let Arya. There is no need to jump up and down. Veer Vikram, please sit in one place now. I can see. Arya, I don't need to raise and I'm not going to ask you. You should learn to be quiet when a question is asked. Wait, did you decide anything? Any good move? Okay. Avantika, did you see the position?
Yeah.
Okay, fine then. Let's ask Shrenik.
Sir, knight to C6.
Okay, Rayansh.
Knight to C.
You decide your moon. Why are you changing your mind when he says an answer?
What?
Then why you're like he said this, so let me think if that is good. Then I'll tell my answer. You tell me what you decided.
Knight to C6.
You decide knight to c6. Okay. Let's ask Ranak,
C6.
Aradhya,
C6.
Veer Vikram,
C6.
Abhinav.
C6.
Okay, so everyone is saying
So, no,
Arya,
Knight. What is that?
F8,
What?
G8, H7.
That knight
E7.
captures that pawn.
Just tell me the move, mister. I mean the square.
Knight F7.
F7. Okay. So the most common answer here is knight takes F7. So one second. No, C6. No, but first a lot of people told knight F7. So I would say most people are saying knight F7. Some are saying knight takes pawn. Advik is saying just move the knight to F3, chill, it's a check. Yeah. And some are playing knight C6. I mean, many are playing knight C6. Now let's understand. So everyone, those who answered, understood that it's a knight move. Why is it a knight move?
Check.
When you move the knight, it will be a check. There is a discovered attack. Discovered check. Wherever the knight moves, it's going to be a check. The rook will be giving a check. Now the question is, where is the best place to move the knight? Now what is needed to raise hand? You already told your answer, na? Okay. Now the question is, where is the best place to move the knight? And Avantika, the time to answer was before it's done. There's no need to raise hands now. Is it knight takes pawn? Is it knight F3? Is it knight takes this pawn? Is it knight C6? What is best for us? Best for us would be if you attack a piece, right? By moving this knight, if you attack one of his pieces, that would be great. So can you do that?
Yes.
We can attack the queen by playing
C6. C6.
knight here.
Sir, but the pawn will take.
Pawn can't take, na, it's a check. That's the first thing to understand.
Sir, we can also put it in
One second. Patience, you will get there. I already heard the answers. Now is the time to listen properly. So, knight C6 attacks the queen. It's a check. So, they can't take a knight. So, they have to move the king. Right? And then just take the queen. Yeah, block with the queen, then we still take with the knight or rook. And basically, we win the queen. So, this is the best thing. Now, let's consider knight takes pawn. That's also attacking the queen. That's also attacking the queen, but there's a problem with that.
King takes.
Yeah, the king will just take your piece.
So next we can move the bishop to
Bishop to
C4.
then I'll block the check. Giving a check is why you gave up your knight. The knight gave up its life just to give a check. No, so
Yes.
what you thought was you thought you'll get a queen, but you're not getting a queen. If you play knight takes pawn, knight takes f pawn, it's just a free piece.
Sir,
If you go 1 second, if you go too close to your opponent's king, the king can take it. You are giving a check with the rook, but king can move out of the way, and he will take it. So the same problem is with knight takes d7. If you play knight takes d7, the king can take it. King goes out of the check, right? So that would be bad.
Very dangerous position. Sir,
But your piece is gone. That is winning for black.
sir, bishop was already in c4, then it would be
Yeah, then knight f7 would be good still. Now there is one more good move. Yes, Aradhi, what is it?
No, you forgot to do f3.
Ah, yeah, f3 is just a check. Knight f3 is a good move, but it's just a check. I can move my king, we don't get anything. Right? So, giving a check is not going to help.
Still, the knight is safe.
Knight is safe, but what did you get? You didn't get anything, man. The aim is not to keep knight safe, the aim is to get something of the opponent. So, you have to think about capturing his pieces. 1 second. So, that means the best move. What is the best move, Advik, in this position for white?
C.
6. Because you're getting the queen. So we get the queen, we are winning. Knight f3 is just equal. We moved the knight, gave a check, that's it. He can't castle, he'll have to move the king, so he can't castle now. But it's not winning for us. There is one more winning move in this position. Like imagine one second. Oh,
It's the white knight.
Yeah, black knight here, white knight here. Imagine the position is slightly different. Okay? Let's say there is a queen here. Now what is the best move? You can take 1 minute to think, no need to raise hands. Let's understand what has changed. What is the winning move for white in this position? Let's think for 1 minute and then we will discuss.
Sharon, how many moves?
I just want the next move, the winning move, the next move. The next move.
I thought about
Who?
it.
Who's-
It will take 2 moves.
It's not about the number of moves, it's about understanding the idea. So let's look at the position and try to find the best move. Please don't make noise, Darsh. Okay, how many of you decided? Okay, let's start with Ved this time.
C6.
You will still play knight to c6. Okay, Avandika, have you understood the position? Still thinking, okay. Let's ask Abhinav, what will you play?
Knight to G6.
Veer Vikram?
Knight to C6.
Okay, okay. Rayansh?
Knight to G6.
Diyan?
Knight to C6.
Knight to c6. Dhridi?
Knight to G6.
Okay.
C6.
Shrenik?
I mean G6.
You decide. G6.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes. Shanaya?
Knight to C6.
C6. Avandika?
F7.
F7. Avandika.
C6.
We discussed this now. We discussed this. That means you're not listening.
I know. And the king should take.
That
But
means
what are
why?
we getting out of C6?
What are you getting out of this? You're giving up your piece. That's what you're getting out of it. With c6, you're not losing anything, na, at least. With this, you're giving up your knight. So we just looked at it, na. We saw this is bad for white. You're still playing it. There's no need for that. It's just a free piece. If you are saying this is not good, but how is this good? Let's ask Advik.
Sir, you can move it to G6.
Okay, Ranak.
Sir, G6.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, so again, yes, Darsh.
G6.
Okay, so again, when you see a discovered attack possibility, wherever the knight moves, it will be a check, just like last position. But if you think about what to attack, by going to c6, are you attacking anything?
No.
So it will just be a check. It will just be a check. I'll move out of the way. Done. End of story. 1 second. And the knight has to move somewhere safe back. And then what happened here?
We can also play knight to E7.
Knight e7, what's the point? I'll move the queen.
Or the
Giving a threat doesn't change anything. It's still a quiet position with no advantage. Advantage is he cannot castle. But knight c6 is okay. But it's not bad. But it's also not winning anything. It's just a check. So let's go back. So the priority is you have to see what can you attack. By moving this knight, what can you attack? That's what you have to think. So many of you told the right move. Knight g6. You're attacking a rook, na? That's the whole point. We move the piece with a threat. It's of course a check. So he has to move out of the way. And then you take the rook. So we move the piece out of the way with the check. Yes, Advik?
Sir, there's one possibility of checkmate. See, now it's check,
So king has to move.
yeah, it will move there.
Huh.
Then we move the bishop from C1
Hmm.
to
G5.
yeah.
Well, just take it.
Yeah.
You-
Excuse me, sir.
So again, there is no checkmate threat. The knight is still there. Knight is defended. So when you're getting a full rook, just take the rook and be happy, na? Instead of looking for checkmate. Yes, Veer?
Also, when we go back to the position, if there was no rook and if the opponent didn't see the rook, then if the knight went here, if he took the knight, he can also take with the bishop.
Take what with the bishop? No. Oh, if this is not there. Yeah, but then you're still losing the piece, na? If this rook is not there, don't do all the circus. You will lose the knight. Then don't do knight
What if
c6
he
or knight
doesn't
g6.
see
The whole
that?
no. If he doesn't see, if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. Opponent will see. That is what you have to assume. So if the rook is not here, then this would just be a blunder. You're just losing a knight. So that is out of the discussion. That the rook is there. That is why all this is possible. We need to move the knight out and attack something. Okay. Now one last question. If you understood discovered attack, you will find the answer for this next position.
This also discovered.
Yeah, we are discussing the tactic discovered attack. Recently in games, I have seen many people missing it. Like it's there, but you don't see it because we haven't seen too much of discovered attack. Then what else do you think we are planning to do? I already told this the last question. So you thought we are going for a trip, is it? After the position? Of course, games. What else? One thing.
Yeah, games after the trip. My screen.
Really, unnecessary talking is not needed. If you want to learn, let's be focused.
That's true. So how many pieces are out? Can you put your hand down?
Who is keeping the hand up? Why are you raising hand? There's no question. Okay.
There's question.
One.
Is the discovered attack for black?
Wait. Patience.
Not even done.
Let's be quiet. Let's be quiet.
Sir, it is not my game. There were 66 moves. Sir, the
Okay.
Forbidden King that
Please keep the pieces down. Okay.
Forbidden King. Calm down and queen.
So,
White again, right?
yeah, this is white to play. Srenik is not getting a chance for this question. Please sit properly. Let others think. So this is white to play. Let's find the best move, the winning move for white. Don't need to raise hands now. This is a time to think. If you think properly, you will get a winning position. If you don't think properly, you will still be in a losing position because opponent has an extra rook for your bishop and it's winning for black. No, checkmate is not the knight is covering him. But yeah, you're down material.
Somewhere.
Yeah, that you don't have to do, na. So right now you're down material. That's the main problem. Those who raise hands will not get the chance. So I already told that many times. Use your time to think and make a decision. This is white to play and win. Let's think for 1 minute and then we will discuss. Okay. Who asked why? Silence.
Sir, winning move.
Yes, that's what else are we looking?
Who asked that, sir? That should move, sir.
Why are we worried about number of moves? Let's look for the next move. The question is to find the next move, which is a winning move. I already told that, no? So you have to pay attention. Every question you ask me how many moves. The next move. We're looking for the next move, that's it. First we have to understand the position and then try to find the next move. Based on what we learned so far. How many of you have decided? Okay, let's start with Avantika.
Knight to c5.
Knight to c5 says Avantika. Let's ask Darsh.
Sir, knight to a1.
Okay, let's ask Shania.
Knight, 2,
Huh.
5, 6.
Knight to here. C5. Okay. Who else? 1, 2, 3. Let's ask Rayansh.
Sir, knight to A1.
Okay. Arya.
A1. Knight to A1.
Aradhya.
A1.
Shrenik.
A1.
Diya.
A1.
Okay. Abhinav.
A1.
Dhriti.
A1.
Okay. Veer.
A1.
Ranak.
A1.
Ved.
A6.
A5 you mean? You can't go here. You can A5. Okay. So Advik.
A1.
Okay. Why A1 Advik?
Sir, see, so then it will be a check.
Huh. And when the king moves?
The key move.
Huh.
Hey, you got this up.
Please sit down, Avantika.
I said
Avantika, please sit down. Yes, Advik. If when you give a check with knight A1, king moves. What next?
Yeah, sir.
Huh.
Sir, I have to tell you why I moved it to.
Yeah. Why? Why is it winning? Why do you say it's a good move?
Sir, the bishop is giving us.
Yeah. So I moved the king out of the way. So you gave a check. Yeah. I moved the king out of the way.
But then we do some normal.
Huh. But then it's just a check. You just gave a check.
No, then
Huh.
they move they'll move the rook for check. right?
Why would they move the? Oh, yeah. They will give checkmate. Yeah.
They will also.
So you have to also understand why is the move winning. Let's ask Darsh. You said knight A1, right? Why is knight A1 winning Darsh?
Sir, because when the check is happening, when the
King will move.
when the king moves, we get the free rook.
Exactly.
And there's no check.
It's the same idea as before. We understand that wherever the knight moves, it will be a check. Now you will want to move the knight. But where is the best place to move it? Where is the best place to move it? Where we attack something. So how can we attack something? How can we attack this rook? By going here. So it's a check, a discovered check. The king will have to move and we take the rook.
Sir,
And we're winning. We are up a bishop.
I was thinking.
Then what did you say? You were not thinking that. If you were thinking that, you would have told that. So you have to understand things, only then it will become winning. So, yes, Veer.
Also, even if we also play knight to c5, we will also still win a piece.
How do you still win the piece with knight c5? Knight c5 is a check. He will move the king. You can't take the pawn. If you take the pawn, he will checkmate you. So it's not all fun and games here. He's about to give checkmate to you. So we need to move the knight and win that rook. Only then you win. So we move the knight and go to a1. C5.
C5 also.
It's a check.
Can attack it.
What can attack it?
The rook, right?
It's a check. It's a check. So wherever the knight moves, it's a check. So knight can't be taken. It's a check. So king has to move anyway. But then we don't have anything after that. That's a problem. So knight c5 doesn't win. Knight a5 also doesn't win because it's just a check. I move the king, done. But knight a1 wins because when the king moves, you get the rook. So move
And
the
we stop the checkmate. And we
yeah. So we are up a piece. So we're winning. So now we are going to start.